Alright guys, welcome to a tutorial on how to build a taming raft. I have on the screen what you would need to do this. This is after the homestead update, which was March 5th of 2019. So first off, you need a raft. So put the raft down, and then what we are going to do is we're going to just hide the sail. And you do this by, just like I just did, access the inventory and hide the sail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with 3 thatch foundations, and I have 3 I usually do 3 and 3 wooden pillars. This is how you lower the foundation. So first thing I'm going to do is line up the first thatch foundation as center as I can possibly get, and then I'm going to put that pillar in the middle. This allows you to lower the foundation. As you can see, 2 snap points there. You want the lower one. It won't always work, but when you see it works, it goes down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this pillar and this thatch foundation and then put the pillar down there. That way you only have a certain time to do it, so the quicker you do this, the better it is. The reason I have 3 is in case I mess up and break one, or I don't pick it up in time. So you just keep lowering it down till you get it to the level you want. Now with the raft, so you guys understand, there are certain dynamics that work in different places. Like if you're playing single player, you're playing on a server, you're playing on official. Some things work, some things don't. It's hard for me to tell you which ones are which. You just gotta kind of test it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys 2 different ways of doing this. The way I like to do it is I like to use ramps to get on and off the boat. I don't like to leave the bottom of the boat exposed so you can swim under it and say drive. You can do that with a hatch frame on top, which I'll show you in a minute. But you just keep lowering this down till you get it where you want. So what I'm going to do with this one is lower it to right here, and then I'm going to test it out, see if I can grab it. And I cannot drive it, but I can go under it and drive. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, if this was a regular stone foundation, wood foundation, or a metal foundation, it would not work. For some reason, with the thatch foundation, you're able to do that. So this one I'm going to show you guys a little bit lower. So I'm on a different raft now. So I'm going a little lower than the other one. And what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back and try to pick this one up here. And sometimes it's difficult. You got to be really careful. Don't actually try to pick up the raft or demolish the raft by accident. So had somebody do that when I was on official one time. They were helping me out and they demolished my raft. Totally accident. No big deal, but still. So now you can drive it from the top because it's lower. See? And I should be able to not get it from the bottom. For some reason with the thatch foundation you can, which is really weird. You shouldn't be able to do that. So if it's, like I said, wood, stone, or metal, you would not be able to grab it from the bottom when you go this low. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to switch these. Put this, switch these to stone, and let's see if it works. Still lets me drive it from the top, which is really weird. But I can't access it from the bottom, as you see. So the stone prevents it. But for some reason I'm low enough on the top that I can actually drive that raft without doing a hatch frame. Now this one, I'm going to show you guys how it's going to be a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these things with stone. And as you can see, I can drive it from the top still, which is really weird. And can't drive it from the bottom, as you can see. So let's pick that up. Get back on this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a hatch frame down and show you guys how this works. And for some reason I'm having a little bit of a glitch. It won't let me put it in the right spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set foundations around and then throw this hatch frame down. So now the hatch frame's in the right spot. So I'm going to pick these up because I don't want to build on this one. I'm going to build on the other one. I'm just showing you guys how this works. So now with the hatch frame, I can actually drive it, okay, from the top. And I should be able to get on it from the bottom, and it'll leave this opening on the bottom so you can actually access it, just like that. So that's how you do it with the hatch frame as opposed to just foundations. I like the foundations lower. So let's go back to this other boat, this other raft I'm working on. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace these foundations. And as you can see, you can only go out so far. So this is why you need the ceiling. You drop a ceiling down and you put the foundation under it. And then you can pick your ceiling up, just like so. And this is how you extend the boat out. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move it out. If you're not in deep enough water, this won't work. Well, I'll move it out in a minute. So let's just extend this out a little bit. So what I'm going to do on this raft, if I'm going to do a 5x5, I want at least one behind the drive spot, the rudder. And for some reason, it's not letting me snap that one there. So we'll just use the old ceiling foundation thing, and we'll get them snapped in place. So this is why you need these thatch ones. If you mess up a thatch ceiling, you can always, replace it easier. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to just snap them out here and get them to the 5x5 like I want. Trust me, you don't want to watch me do this. It's very boring. But I'll show you once I get it all set up. We're just going to, like I said, I'm speeding the video up a little bit so I can show you. Just going to run it all the way out to where I want. A little too fast there. But like I said, I want one behind. And I actually was going too far in the front, so I switched it to the back. See, can't access it. So I tried to access it from the bottom again just to show you guys again. That's why this ramp comes into play. I'm going to put a ramp back here. Finish these foundations up on the front. And one more. And now I have a 5x5. I'm going to drive the boat out just a little bit. And then we're going to switch to the walls. So let me slow the video back down here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some walls on this right side. Now, like I said, the homestead, when I'm building this boat, this raft to show you guys, I did not remember that the homestead had messed this up. So I'll show you what I mean when I go to set these ramps down. Fortunately, the wooden ramps will still work the old way. The wooden ramps are steeper than the stone ramp because the stone ramp set as stairs/ramp. You can switch it back and forth. But the actual wooden ramps will go steeper. So I could have done this with wooden ramps and it would have worked. And I'll show you in a minute what I mean. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these doorways on the inside here. And I'm just trying to make sure they're all facing the same way because I'm aesthetically crazy like that. I don't like ugly stuff. And then we're going to build them up too. And now I'm going to snap the Dino Gate in the back. Now on official, you can't do this anymore. So just keep that in mind. If you have your settings lax on a regular server, you should be able to do this on single player. But official has ceased to be allowing you to build a gateway on a platform. That's including Quetzal platforms, any kind of dino platforms, or a raft. So right here I'm trying to test out because I'm having issues with the ramp. And as you can see, too far away from the platform. These stone ramps just will not work the way they used to work. So I'm going to alter my plan here and kind of go up from there. I'm going to snap it to the boat. This is at the top of the 5. And we're going to go in one more. And so my trap's going to be one smaller than I would like. You used to be able to keep it this big, but you can't anymore. So we're just going to snap them there as you'll see how this works. And then I'm only going to have like a 3 wide trap or 3 length trap. It'll still work. Let's take this wall out and see if it stays. Yep, don't need them. Cool. So I don't need walls there. The less you have on the boat, the more other items you can put. So if I don't need the pieces, I'm taking them off. So then I'm going to snap these ramps here. Stairs or whatever you call them. You can change them to ramps, but they're not steep anymore. All right. So now I'm going to get rid of this wall. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to get rid of this one, but I'm going to put it back because I do want one there. I just don't like the way it looks. It looks kind of weird. But it's all about effectiveness, not really looks. If you want it aesthetically pleasing, you can alter this stuff. So now, I've got ramps on the front and back to get on and off the boat. I've got a ramp for the dinos to walk up to get in the trap. So now we're going to put some walls down and kind of seal off this side of the trap so nothing can get in the boat if it kind of follows me onto the trap and glitches off. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I was trying to change my mind here, but I'm going to leave it on. I don't want to make. I want to make sure they can't get in. So then we're just going to put these walls around the sides. Now, if you are driving a raft, just keep in mind like a Sarco or something can't get you if you're driving. If you're just on the raft, they sure can get you. So these walls don't even prevent it. They will glitch through the walls. This is just to keep other things like raptors and stuff from getting on the raft. But keep in mind a Sarco, they can still glitch through the boat. Also an Alpha Rex or Alpha Carno can too, just so you know. I tried that before. That was a mistake. Oop, broke one. So, make another one here. But there you want these 3 high. 3 high if you're doing something like a Therizinosaur, or even if you tried to get a Rex in there. I mean, a Rex would kind of be tough to get in, but there we go. And then we're going to 3 high the outside wall. It's just got to be 3 for some reason. That's just the limit on these bigger dinos. Most of these dinos you can do with 2. Trust me, I've tried it over and over again. And then we're going to put doorways on each side. All right. So there you go. Now you have an enclosed raft. That's pretty much all you need. Nothing can get on or off unless you have the door open and little dinos can get in. But you're pretty safe here, and you can use this trap. Even though it's only 3 wide, it will work. So you can build up what you want. So I'm going to just show you guys. You can put different items on here. Like I'm going to put a Smitty on here just because I like to have a Smitty. It's got a lot of storage. There we go. 1 Smitty. And then we're going to throw a forge down because I always collect the metal when I'm out riding around on one of these rafts. And then you want mortar and pestle because you always need spark powder and narcotics. And then you can put some storage boxes. So we'll throw 1 storage box just to show you guys you can't actually put this stuff on there. You have a certain limit on here. I'll put it in the description of how many items you can put on a raft, but and 1 campfire. But you can keep going. That's why the less you put on those things, if you're not worried about aesthetics, you can actually add more stuff to the raft. So now let me grab my RG and show you guys how this raft works. We're just going to go find some kind of dino that I can trap in here, and we'll demonstrate it for you. Oh, I forgot to put ramps on the back. So I want ramps behind the gate. That way I can get dinos on and off after I tame them. Unless you're using cryopods or a mod like Dino Storage, you can use the soul traps to get them out too. So let's go take a look. Alright, so fast forward here. We're going to get off here. I'm going to park the boat kind of close to the edge. And that way the ramp that they can get on and off the ramp. And let's fly around and see what we can find. There's a thorny. See if there's anything else. Yeah, let's just do him. We're just going to do this thorny dragon. He's big enough to trap. I can't carry him with the RG, so anything you can't carry is what the purpose of this trap is. So just snip at him once like that. Make him follow you down the hill. And for some reason... Oh, there he is. Okay, had to land. Here we go. He's going to keep shooting me, though. Come on, dummy. He's kind of dumb. So we'll walk a little bit. Make sure he keeps following me. And all you want to do is lead them on there. Now you can do this on foot. You don't need an RG. Trust me. It works if you're close enough. You can just run into the trap and run out one of the Dino Gateways or the doorways. But I just think it's easier with an RG for most dinos because I can just fly it through. Just like this, I'll show you. You can do it on a pterodon too. Pterodons are faster though, so you might lose interest. Just walk them up the ramp. And he will go right into the trap. There you go. He's in the trap. That's all you got to do. Then just land, trank him, feed him, and you know how this works. Don't need to show people how to tame things, but just knock him out. He's pretty low level, so there you go. He's only level 20. But that's how you do this, guys. It's really, really simple. It's not a complicated thing to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the video. I hope this was helpful with the homestead update, and I will see you next time.